Sonic the Werehog looked at the moon and transformed into a super wolf, the main villain after the ending of Sonic 4, the movie. Crazy Carl was more terrified than a goat in the backyard being attacked by a super fast creature. Although Sonic was slower than usual, he now emanated a sinister presence and energy. For Sonic had transformed into a werehog. The dark energy of Dark Gaia coursed through his entire body, and upon seeing the moon, his wolf power emerged. Huge fangs sprouted, sharp claws tore through his gloves, his ears stood up like those of a nosy neighbor, and wrapped in massive bursts of electricity. He destroyed everything in his path, driving poor Carl crazier with each passing day. But the next day, things turned upside down. As Lord Dona opened the door of the house, he found Sonic there, but not as expected. Sonic was locked inside a metallic cage and was unconscious. No one knew what had happened to Sonic. It seemed as though someone had imprisoned him there, or perhaps he had locked himself in before collapsing for some unknown reason. Tom began to get an idea when he touched one of Sonic's quills against the cage. Suddenly, it burst into flames, but not the usual orange ones. These flames were white. Crazy Carl, agitated, wandered through the streets and bars, showing everyone a new Sonic drawing he had made on a sheet of paper. Everyone mocked him. But subscribe, because our friend Lord Dona began to suspect. This drawing was different from the ones Carl usually showed the furry Sonic, or the one that looked like Sonic had been run over by the Titanic. Tom began to take this drawing of Sonic, with wolf-like features, as a possible explanation for what he had experienced the day before. And the more Carl posted these drawings on electric poles throughout the county, the more Lord Dona became convinced, continuing to connect it with the fact that he had found Sonic wounded and caged in front of the house. On top of that, Tom measured Sonic's speed again and again, and it had become slower. It was as if Sonic had traded part of his speed for power and strength. Indeed, every full moon night brought catastrophe. The moon had aligned to last 3 consecutive nights as a full moon, of which the first had already passed, and the second was about to begin. There we see Sonic atop the tallest building in the city, with the full moon shining behind him brighter than ever. In an instant, Sonic felt a dark power rising from within his core, twisting his body. Huge fangs began to sprout, and his transformation into a werehog rapidly mutated his form. At that same moment, in the street just a few blocks away, Tom looked down and found one of Sonic's quills, but it did not glow blue. Instead, it shone with the same brilliant white light as when it had ignited in his hands. After hearing a powerful howl, Lord Dona looked up and realized the truth. Sonic had transformed into Werehog Sonic in his final form.
Hey you! Don't forget subscribe!
Please subscribe to our channel!
Subscribe now!
Sonic the Werehog ran through the streets, violently sending cars flying. In just minutes, the entire city was engulfed in flames, with hundreds of injured people scattered across every corner. Sonic began to experience faint flashes of memory and wanted to control himself, but he couldn't. In his mental struggle, he dashed through the forest of green hills, crossing Crazy Carl's property and avoiding all the bear traps Carl had set on the ground. Escaping the focus of the armed forces, Sonic reached Tom's house. When Lord Dona arrived and searched the shed, he saw Sonic up close in this form for the first time. Sonic immediately prepared to leap at him to attack, but Tom fired a powerful tranquilizer dart, putting him to sleep. But while Sonic was at home, something terrible was happening. The next day, the government hired none other than Eggman to use his technology to capture Werehog Sonic. When Eggman arrived at Sonic's house and attacked with his drones, Lord Dona stepped in and was gravely wounded by them. Sonic, shouting in anguish, ran to his father and held him in his arms. Seeing him so badly hurt, an uncontrollable rage began to take over Sonic's body. Even though night had not yet fallen, his fangs started to grow as in his transformation. But since the moon had not yet appeared, Sonic maintained his sanity. With brutal power, he destroyed all the drones and sped across the forest to the nearest hospital, leaving Tom there. Knowing the government wanted to capture him, and that night was almost upon him, bringing danger and destruction, Sonic fled to his cave in the Green Hills forest, his secret refuge and hideout since arriving on Earth. But the true chaos was about to begin. The third night had arrived, and suddenly, Sonic's sense of smell sharpened. From the moment the full moon began to rise, Sonic felt it. Grabbing his head and feeling his claws tear once again, Sonic burst out of the cave with a mighty roar and began his third transformation. He clutched his head as a powerful inner voice commanded, "Destroy them all." As Sonic stood tall, the moon began to interfere with his DNA, this time 500% stronger than the 2 previous nights. From within him, a dark energy erupted, causing immense pain. Quickly, this energy coursed across his face, making his fangs grow twice as long as before. After an almost unlimited surge of energy, Sonic the Werehog had now reached his final and most powerful phase, ready to destroy everything in his path. Werehog Sonic was destroying the city, and even Eggman, with all his drones, tried to stop him. But it only took Sonic a few seconds to annihilate them all, almost sending Eggman to meet St. Peter. Luckily, the Guardian of Time, Amy Rose, had traveled from another universe and arrived with reinforcements. Now Team Sonic had come to face Werehog Sonic. It turned out that all of this was happening in an alternate universe, separate from the main Sonic timeline. Ever since Amy Rose saved Sonic from the Metal Sonics, they had taken on the mission of visiting every timeline and universe in danger, stopping whoever needed to be stopped. And now, it was the turn of Universe 007, where Sonic had become the most savage villain in history. There we see Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Amy Rose running through the city, surrounding Werehog Sonic. But although Sonic was faster than him, Werehog's strength more than compensated. Every spin-dash attack from Sonic did not even scratch him. And not only that, after roaring like a beast and raising his power to the maximum, in this final transformation phase, Werehog Sonic revealed his new ability. Stretching out his arms, he seized Knuckles and Tails, and with a crushing grip, he left them breathless, unconscious on the pavement. And this was not the worst. After Sonic saw his friends Knuckles and Tails fall wounded, he became distracted. Werehog Sonic seized the opportunity to knock down both Sonic and Amy Rose, then walked toward them with imposing steps, hearing that inner voice whisper, "Finish them." But at that very moment, the one who would change the course of battle arrived, Shadow the Hedgehog. He had also come with Team Sonic, but stayed at a distance to devise a combat strategy. After identifying that Werehog Sonic's power came from the full moon, Shadow took the Master Emerald and threw it to Sonic, shouting, "When you see the signal, use it." Transporting himself immediately to the moon, Shadow increased his power to the maximum, generating an explosion that shattered the moon nearly in half. Seeing this, Sonic took the emerald and concentrated all his power, transforming into Hyper Sonic, while Werehog Sonic began to lose his strength and transformation due to the moon's collapse. And so, after a powerful barrage of attacks, Sonic brought down Werehog Sonic. But seeing that he was still increasing his power, Sonic unleashed his supreme chaos control. With a skill similar to psychokinesis, he controlled the fragments of rock torn from the shattered moon and hurled them at Werehog Sonic, leaving him completely immobilized and stripping him of his transformation. In doing so, Sonic saved Earth from Universe 007. Remember, this video is nothing more than a theory created by me with much love and with the sole purpose of entertaining you. If you want more videos like this, just ask for them in the comments, and soon I'll be bringing them to you.